Unai Emery gives his Arsenal flops 2 days off ahead of Europa clash with Frankfurt despite dismal 6-game winless run. Now the biggest thing tonight is the Fabinho injury. Jurgen Klopp sweating on ankle knock for key man after he was forced off in the first half against Napoli. Now Dejan Lovren rescues point for Liverpool against Bourg-side Napoli as Reds waste chance to book place in the Champions League last 16 and leave themselves needing a point at Salzburg in the final group match. It's not going to be easy going to Salzburg. Michael Owen says Liverpool now face tricky tends to progress in Champions League after Napoli draw. Now Chelsea and Valencia play out thrillers. Frank Lampard's side leave Mestalla with crucial point after Kepa went from 0 to 0 before Rodrigo missed late sitter. I was fearful for the worst. Tammy Abraham downplays injury after he was taken off on a stretcher in Chelsea's Champions League draw at Valencia. Barcelona cruising the Champions League last season with victory over Dortmund as Jadon Sancho nets fine consolation having been dropped to the bench. Now, as you would know, the brouhaha between the Super Eagles manager Gernot Rohr and the Nigerian Football Federation took another turn after the country's football governing body warned the German tactician of his conduct. Now, in a communique made available on Wednesday, the Federation revealed it is not happy with the way Rohr is talking about the details of some aspect of his contract to the media. In a recent interview, Rohr revealed he is still owed by the NFF, while also stressing he would love to renew his contract, which expires in June. In as much as we appreciate the work that Mr. Rohr has been doing with the Super Eagles in the past 14 months, his recent penchant for breaching provisions of the contract he signed with the NFF and the code of conduct for coaches is not good for the relationship. Alright, that's exactly, they're really frowning at him right now, and I hope he adheres to the contract so everything can go smooth. Now, according to several reports in the Turkish press, former Chelsea coach Maurizio Sarri was right to declare Victor Moses surplus to requirements in the first half of the 2018-19 season. And Moses' offensive attributes have been questioned by the Turkish media after failing to score or provide an assist in his last 4 matches in the Super League following his return from injury. Now, they are making reference to statements credited to Sarri a year ago in which the Italian gaffer stated that Moses was not a versatile player and only suitable for the wing-back role. Now, former Manchester United midfielder Owen Hargreaves on Wednesday afternoon revealed the upcoming Sunday's English Premier League clash between Leicester and Everton had considered Super Eagles forward Alex Iwobi as a better fit to play on the right side of the Toffees attack than Theo Walcott. I will play Iwobi down the right side. Theo Walcott hasn't really done so well from there. Nigerian stars UEFA Champions League journey comes to an end. 6 Nigerian players played in the Champions League this season, but none will be playing in the knockout stages. Victor Osimhen's Lille had a campaign to forget, having picked up just a point in the last 5 matches. Peter Olayinka's Slavia Prague side did not fare any better, picking up just 2 points from the last 5 games. Stephen O'Day and Paul Onachu's Genk side is probably the worst side in this season's competition, picking up just a point and conceding 16 goals in 5 games. Emmanuel Dennis and Daniel Okereke's club, Bruges, fared better, including an impressive draw against Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu, but it was not all still enough to earn a spot in the round of 16. If you must know, Robert Lewandowski is the only second player to have scored 4+ goals in the Champions League game on more than one occasion alongside with Leo Messi. Remember, the Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz's clash is fast approaching. Now, 2 knockout losses is shattering to your career. Tyson Fury predicts Anthony Joshua will retire if he stopper Andy Ruiz Jr. for a second time as Brit attempts to win back his heavyweight titles in Saudi Arabia. Now, Fury, who became undisputed world champion by outpointing Vladimir Klitschko in 2015, believes AJ will call it a day if Ruiz gets another stoppage in the clash on the dunes and feels the Mexican fighter has the advantage because he already has the Brit's number going into the bout. If he gets knocked out twice in a row, I can't see him continuing to be fair, he told the True Geordie podcast. Now, every man does what he wants to do, but I think he doesn't need the money, and 2 knockout losses is shattering to your career. Of course, Joshua here talking, I train in a certain way, that means he shouldn't hit me. Anthony Joshua explains why he called Andy Ruiz's KO shot a punch from the gods, as he insists his sparring partners have been giving him hell ahead of rematch. I will make history again. Andy Ruiz Jr. vows to beat Anthony Joshua for the second time as Mexican arrives in Saudi Arabia ahead of heavyweight rematch with British star. Now, I've been having arguments back and forth, even with colleagues at the office, and some of them just want to give you that conviction that Andy Ruiz got this covered. Like, Joshua is under pressure, Joshua is not confident. And from the recent reports we gathered, we understand that Joshua got 2 extra sparring partners that have been giving him hell in the training camp recently. like he wanted to figure out what is it about this Andy Ruiz that is so special. I mean, that was the point that he landed on me and I couldn't get myself back again. So this time around, he went to get some very tactical, boxes that would give him, a run for his money in the training camp. And right now, Joshua seems ready for the clash. The stadium for the bout is already set. Saudi Arabia, they've got money. In just 56 days, everything is already on track. So now, from your assessment, from the story you've been monitoring so far, if you would actually talk about this particular bout that is upcoming, do you think Andy Ruiz might do it a second time again? It's looking so crazy. I mean, everybody is just singing the praise of Andy Ruiz. People are writing off Joshua already. Tyson Fury says he can't do nothing. Wilder says Joshua should go to hell. In the recent interview, there's just no way he gives that man a chance. We know the hatred and the beef he's got for Joshua, though, so you don't expect him to even give him that respect. He says, I lost my respect for Joshua when Andy Ruiz dropped him. He's not a fighter. He doesn't know what it means to be out of the street. No, he says all sorts. Now, what do you make of this? Do you think Anthony Joshua can do this and regain his belt back?